Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.
We have a $100 Target gift card for you. We're very excited. Now, we're going to be giving it away within the next 2 weeks. All you have to do to enter to win is to like or comment on the show. We're picking someone at random.
Boy, you talk fast. All right, time for the video. Go.
Hi, everybody. Wilderness Todd here, and I thought it was a great idea. Just finished fixing up another old camp trailer to come up to the Uintas. What is it? The first week of October. Couldn't be prettier. You're alone. There's so few people here. It's prior to the hunt, so it's safe. But there are a couple things that I would like to point out. Number one, they have taken down all the bear signs. So if you need instructions on how not to get eaten by a bear, they're no longer here. May I suggest something, though? For a long time, people suggest that you make noise as you walk. Campers and hikers put bells on their backpack. And what this is lets the bear know that you're on your way and that it won't be startled by you. If you don't have a bell, take a 9-year-old girl with you. Fishing or hiking, whatever, because she never stops talking. So, there's one clue. So the bear signs are gone. The 9-year-old, you got that. Oh, yeah, one more thing. It's stinking cold out here. It's the kind of cold that when you're camping, you almost want to pee the bed. Then get up. It's really cold. Now, one of the other issues I have with Erin, by the way, is she's a pyro. And so I'll throw a bunch of wood that I've collected, in the neighborhood during city cleanup or something like that, and I'll throw it in the back of the truck and figure, I have enough for overnight, kind of thing. And I come out, and Erin's got like 14 pieces of wood on the fire, and it's a bonfire now. And it was like, no, that's not how she does not have a good way of planning things like this. Like, if we were a pioneer family, I would be out searching for root vegetables, and I would come home to the cabin with the 18 kids, and she would be finishing off, this would be the beginning of fall, she would be finishing off the beef jerky for winter. That's kind of the control that we're talking about here. So I guess my big advice here, coming up to you, Uintas, it is so beautiful. During the day, it's wonderful. At night, it's hell. And but we had a good time, and this is what I look like when I freeze to death in the mountains. So we'll talk to you later. Oh, Erin's eating something else we might need. Hang on. Oh, no, not more wood. Erin.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Uintas, beautiful, cold.
I know. I want to know where you did that video because I thought we were all camping together. We smelled like the hill people when we came home. It wasn't attractive.
It was awesome.
Now, by the way, first hard freeze this week, the meteorologists say. So if you are watching this on its designated day, which is October 8th, hard freeze this week, turn off your outside water.
And cover your maters. I just love that word.
You just live for that, don't you?
Cover your maters. Okay, so...
it's almost like you're from Kentucky and not Massachusetts.
Fortnite.
Oh, they're doing a class action lawsuit. This is awesome. They're claiming that Fortnite is more addictive to our young people than cocaine. The lawyer did this great interview where she says, now the members of Fortnite, the creators and founders, actually worked with psychologists to make this as addictive as possible, thus releasing the dopamine and the other enhancing chemicals in the child's brain.
Now we know who's been on drugs. It's the parents.
That's so funny. They say that Epic Games should have warned the players of the risks that they would be taking playing the game, and that the game company knew that the game was dangerously addictive.
There's a plug. You pull a plug, the game is over. See what I mean? But they'll whine. Deal with it.
You know that it has a World Cup style competition with a $30 million prize pool every year?
Of course it does. Of course it does.
That's amazing.
It's crazy. All right, commuting.
I used to whine about the commute when I actually had to go out to 106 South for about a year and a half, and it was unbearable.
We have been blessed. For more than 20 years, I have never had to drive in traffic. I could go to the grocery store no traffic. Anywhere I-15, no traffic.
Benefit of getting up at 4:30 in the morning.
'Cause
Although
that's-
everyone else is now too.
That's what I did. So the average commute time, think about this, in the country is right on the money with Salt Lake, which is
Really?
27 minutes. Now, which is unbelievable, but if you add that, that's
an-
only one way.
That's an hour a day.
That's one
so
way.
That's 5 hours a week. That's
No, don't do
20
your
hours.
brain stuff on me, lady. 225 hours,
a year.
9 days.
That's 9 days you're never going to get back, and you're sitting on your butt in your car
Also, all right, let's go through the
with
ramifications.
your faulty air conditioning.
Health, you're sitting. Fuel costs, you're paying.
You're breathing in all the fumes.
Wear and tear on your vehicle.
You're cranky because someone else is in the passing lane going slow.
No, being
No,
cranky.
I'm the one who's cranky.
She's cranky.
So yeah, there's dangerously high levels of blood pressure.
There are people who drive 4.3 million workers commute 90 minutes or more each way.
We should have a contest to see which one of the viewers actually has to drive the longest.
We knew someone in Logan used to drive to
It's like Payson or something.
Payson or
psychotic,
something
right? Yeah.
every day.
Because his family was doing well in Logan, and they had a house, and he didn't want to move him. And I'm like,
Sorry, I get a new family. Find someone local. And what this is, the reason this is happening is because, got a new one. They could be better looking.
you're a horrible person.
The commute is because city living is so expensive that people are being pushed farther and farther and farther out into the suburbs so they can get something affordable, and then they have to drive in and want to kill people.
Yeah, pretty much that would be a given. This is amazing. Tell me something good. You need
Right.
something after that. And this is pretty perfect. The Siesta Key Oyster Bar. Now, that's down, of course, in the Key West area.
Okay.
And they were doing a fundraiser for the Bahamas because, you know, the hurricane went through. And it's been brutal. I mean, it's been really brutal. One of the things that they done there is one of those cute sort of traditions is when someone comes in, they staple a dollar bill to the ceiling or the walls or whatever.
In
You
Colorado,
have a drink and...
Colorado, they do it with women's bras.
Yeah, I like ours. I like the dollars better, really, to be honest. So they took a look at it and they went, you know what we could do is we could just get those little pincer things that take the staples out of paper.
The alligator things.
Yeah, and they decided, everyone volunteered their time. They took an entire week trying to carefully pincer all of them loose because this bar has been around for, 30, 40 years?
Right.
And you can imagine the state of all of these. But they are piled upon piled each other like multiple wallpaper. And so far, they've
much?
gotten $27,000
Shut up.
worth of dollar bills out
my
of the
gosh.
bar. And they said the cool thing is that, you know, customers will come in while they're doing the little pincer thing and they'll go, what are you doing? They said, hey, we're doing a fundraiser. We're going to strip all the walls and we're going to donate all the money. And so all the customers have been leaving them extra 10, 20,
Right.
you know, $50.
Give me your stapler.
Yeah, to donate.
Oh, that's so
I
funny.
think that's so darling. But I absolutely love that.
In San Francisco, there is a bar, and it's in Jackson Square. I think he was a writer.
We've been there a lot.
We have been. And there's a bar there, and the floor is seriously...
Askew.
If you threw a bunch of marbles, they'd all end up in the corner. And they have, from people, that's where people shipped out for the wars. World War I, World War II, Korea, everything.
Wow.
And they all did the same thing. But because you could smoke in bars back then... They are lacquered brown with that. But everybody wrote notes on it, and they actually have a stool that you can go and step up on so you can go
Read
get
all
close
the
enough
messages,
and read all the
yeah.
messages, shipping out World War I, going to Germany or whatever.
That would make a great video.
Anyway,
Can you imagine
yeah.
going through all the messages?
But I digress.
Speaking of bars and tips, this
Yes.
killed me. Now, this is something new, and you and I have both been servers, so we have very strong feelings here.
Services and serving food to people in restaurants.
Now, everyone who's done that, there were a couple of places. I was a bartender once, and I shared tips with barbacks. I'm okay with that because they were the reason you kept going. I did the same thing with busboys. I do remember, though, there was one restaurant where you were required to give the busboys 20% no matter what. And if you had somebody who wasn't doing anything for you, it was really frustrating.
Well, that's the whole thing. The regulation was 2011, actually, and they haven't enforced it. And now Congress decides they want to start doing it again, which is everyone pools their tips, and then everyone takes, including the cook and the dish boys. But they're paid a salary.
They're paid a living wage.
No.
Well, no, but servers get $2 and what is it, 17 cents an hour,
13.
and then you get,
13.
and if you get stiffed. Oh, by the way, if you stiff someone on a bill,
Bad
I would
for
like
you.
to remind you that they still get taxed for that on the assumption that people are tipping 15%.
This is true.
So you can actually lose money working if you work in a place where people don't tip well.
I think our point is the fact that if you are, and we have a friend who has worked in the very high-end restaurants, and she would pull in $200, $300 a night because she was really good. She knows wine. She knows this. She was perfect.
And that was a long time ago. Heaven knows how much you can make now.
At her job. And now you have Goofball in the same restaurant fumbling his way through and being slow and making the kitchen look bad and all this stuff, and he gets a part of your salary,
and
your tips? I don't know. No.
And some of the restaurant owners have gone as far as making the cooks bring out food and serve it
every once in a while,
so that they get pulled into the amount of tips so that they have to pay less. Now, not surprisingly, the Restaurant Owners Association is 100% behind this legislation because it means they don't have to pay them more. But here's the part that's really getting advocates upset. The way they're going to handle it is they take away all of your tips at the end of the night.
Right.
The restaurant owner has them all, or the manager, and then they redistribute the money. You don't know what you're actually getting. You don't know what anybody made, and you have no idea
how to watch it.
If they took any, they had a huge problem in Olive Garden with this.
Yeah.
They had several lawsuits, and there
Wasn't
were
the manager taking tips?
There's several managers who would do it. Yeah, they would include themselves in the tip pool, and they would take it. And it was just.
Here's an analogy for you. A tree crew comes out to your yard, right? And you have a big tree, and you're going to pay, $500-$700.
That's a lot of money.
To have them drop the tree. Okay, so there's a chipper truck, and there's 4 guys, and there's another guy. Another guy has climbing spurs on and a belt and is hanging a chainsaw from a 4-foot length of rope from his belt. And he climbs up the tree, and he swings around like a monkey, cutting a tree down. Should he make the same amount of money as a guy who drags a piece of limb to a chipper?
Oh, even those guys, because they're by the chipper. Let's just say the guy who drove the truck and sitting there having lunch.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
Monkey man. He makes the money. It's his job.
So if that's something that's freaking you out, it might be worth just a quick letter or an email or something to your local congressman, because that looks like it might pass.
But first, go out and cover your maters. All right. Well, thanks so much. Make sure about the
$100
giveaway.
Target gift card. All you have to do to enter is just maybe like or comment on the show today. That's all.
Sorry we digressed about the tipping thing, but it...
And every one of you who has done this, you're with us. You're with us 100%. I know you are.
All right.
I know you are.
So we'll see you Friday on the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.